Over the past several years, warehouses have increased their presence, especially in underrepresented communities such as Mead Valley, California. There are few people speaking up against the devastation caused by warehouses in their area. As an activist against warehouse development, Karla Cervantes is one of the few brave enough to speak up.
My name is Karla Cervantes. I'm a resident out in Mead Valley. So Mead Valley has the highest amount of square feet per resident. And so I initially started getting involved because there was trucks in my residential street. But then, noticing the jobs, it kind of suck. And just how much the land was being developed so quickly, I was like, this can't be a good thing, and it just snowballed from there.
Mead Valley is a small rural community in the Inland Empire. It is currently facing a warehouse boom.
It just exploded. Tons of agricultural land was gone. A lot of the equestrian features were gone from the city of Paris. Then I just noticed that there were so many trucks cutting through residential areas, and that's when I was like, wait a minute, that's literally my house. It has a lot to do with the truck traffic that's coming in, and just overall, I can go on and on, but it's a huge issue, especially in my community. And then knowing that it's something that's happening regionally, I can't not be involved. I think there's such a lack of resource. In Cajalco Expressway, for example, Cajalco is the main street that people use to cross the street to go to school. So there's a bunch of elementary schools. So they're competing with diesel trucks to get to school. There's accidents all the time. There's people who are passing through to commute. So there's a bunch of litter everywhere. And I think it's because it looks like it's vacant land. People feel comfortable just being able to pass through our area and do whatever. And then it's the residents that are left with an area that is littered, and then eventually homes get destroyed. It's just a domino effect of bad land use decisions. We're surrounded by mountains and valleys, and it'll just stay stagnant. But adding warehouses into an area that is already prone to air pollution, it's just why would that happen? So it's creating an even bigger issue, and the pollution doesn't just get pushed here. It's created here, and then it stays here. I think that the more that we're building, every single acre that we're losing to industrial land is another acre that we're gaining in air pollution.
As the state of the community declines, many believe the root of the problem is political corruption.
100%. There's 300% that there's corruption. Donate the money, you could wait 1 year, and then exactly 1 year and 1 month after that donation happened, the project would pass. How is that legal? How is that not biased? This isn't happening just in Paris, it happens everywhere. I do think there's a lot of conversations that are happening behind closed doors, and it's just trying to find the proof, but definitely look into where they're getting their donations from. So I think that money does talk, and I think our politicians are just cheap because they get bought out for not that much.
The influx of warehouses in the area inspired Karla to create real change.
So it's the Mead Valley Clean Air Coalition. I started it as an Instagram page because when I talked to my neighbors about just the trucks on our residential road, they were like, nothing's gonna be done about that. So it's just about bringing more information and resource into Mead Valley. So we came in pretty hot. We went to the county, and then from there we would find these decisions and put them on our Instagram pages. And then from there, we just posted out a call hey, it's literally me and 2 others. Does anybody want to join us? We went to parks to meet them in person. And luckily, we were able to meet some really good people that have stayed in the fight despite the many ills that we've gotten. I think we have about 10 people. It's pretty cool because it's all volunteer based. So knowing that they're doing it literally because it's going to affect their quality of life, and that's inspiring other people to get involved in their communities.
Even though Karla has made an impact in her community, she still faces difficulties in her fights.
I've been a lot of times I just wanted to quit. I literally didn't want to do it anymore. And sometimes I still don't because it's so lonely. It feels so we're up against these huge corporations. I know there's people out there, but it does feel that way sometimes because our area is very quiet. I know that it's hard, but it's cool to be able to be invited into spaces that normally I wouldn't have been. And so knowing that I'm meeting other people in Paris and Mead Valley that want to get involved, it just keeps me going because we are making noise and I think it's creating positive changes. Try to find a grassroots organization or like a nonprofit. It could be for anything. It doesn't just have to be for EJ. There's so many issues, right? Like try to look at the big green groups and they'll try to show you another group as well. If there's nothing in your area, try to start your own. Hit me up, I'll try to help you. Don't stay quiet. Even if you're the only person in the room, like don't be intimidated because you're there for a community, you're there for your family, you're there for your friends. So there's a lot of integrity in that.